So as you make yourself comfortable, go ahead and find your way to an easy seated position on your mat. And take a minute to find a place that's comfortable for you. If there's any tightness in the hips, you can always move the feet farther out in front of you to give your hips a little bit more space. And then start to take some circles, maybe clockwise, counterclockwise, and take some big circles at first. And then as you start to find where the center of gravity is in your body, maybe you start to make the circles a little bit smaller. And you start to find the place where the shoulders stack over the hips, broadening the collarbones, and starting to take some deep breaths in and out. And then before you get too comfortable here, go ahead and hit start from that first song on the playlist if you're using that. And then as you found your place here, see if even with the eyes closed, you can find where the shoulders stack above the hips. And there's a slight engagement of the core here. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky or the ceiling. And maybe palms find the knees, either face up or face down. And you start to settle into this time, this space, and this place on your mat for you right here, right now. And then as you sit here, maybe you start to focus on the parts of your body that come in contact with the ground. The sit bones, the sides of the feet, sides of the legs. And bringing some awareness to those places. And you start to inhale deeply, maybe for a count of 4 or a count of 6. And you pause at the top. And then exhale the air completely, letting it all go. Releasing any stress or tension that you brought with you to your mat. And allowing yourself these 45 minutes just for you. And as you settle into your space, maybe you bring more awareness to those places that touch the ground. And you start to envision roots shooting down from the bottom of your sit bones, anchoring yourself into the earth. And as you take these deep inhales and exhales, the roots start to grow and expand below you. Like a tree growing from a baby tree all the way to a big one. Rooting down into the ground, finding some strength and stability in this foundation. And continue to take these deep inhales and exhales here. As the roots spread below you. Maybe just as you envision these roots spreading, you also envision a lightness of the top of the chest, crown of the head reaching towards the sky, the ceiling. Like a string is pulling you up, lifting you from the roots. Maybe today, throughout these next couple minutes, we focus on the equilibrium of this rooting into the earth. And then the rebounding up towards the sky. And just for a couple breaths here, we find a place of quiet, of peace. And we focus solely on this breath. In the bottom of the next exhale, bring the hands to heart center, palms touch, thumbs rest against heart, chest. And we bow head slightly, thanking ourselves for being here today. And keeping the eyes closed, inhale, spread the arms wide, sweeping them overhead. Maybe palms touch at the top. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center, closing the loop. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands come down. Continuing here, starting to connect your breath to your movement at the pace, rhythm that feels comfortable for you today. And the next time the hands come to heart center, pause here. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And then releasing the hands to the sides, blinking the eyes open, and recentering above those sit bones, slight engagement of the core. As you inhale, reach left fingertips towards the sky. And as you exhale, start to bend over to the right. And finding this stretch in the side body. Maybe walking fingertips out farther. And inhaling to peel chest up and open towards the sky. Gaze slightly in front of you. Inhale, rise back up. Reach the fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, release, hand down to the ground. Inhale, reaching right fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, starting to bend over to the left. Keeping both sit bones firmly rooted into the ground, re-engaging those roots. Maybe walking fingertips out, bending just a little more. And then inhale, reaching fingertips back up, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, drop fingertips to the mat. Returning hands, palms to knees. And as you inhale, peel the chest forward, seated cow. Exhale, start to round the spine in, curling into yourself. Forward. Maybe gaze is slightly up, slight back bend. Exhale, round it in. Do 2 more here on your time. And then finding a neutral spine here again. Exhaling the air out. And then reaching right fingertips in front of you, flexing fingertips towards the face. And then grabbing right forearm with left fingertips and trying as hard as you can to keep this forearm steady and in the same place. And then inhaling, pulling the fingertips back towards the face. And then starting to circle them down and around. And then bringing the fingertips back up, circling the other way. And reaching into the far extents of your range of motion. Feeling some warmth start to build in the forearm, the wrist. And then continuing to breathe here. Next exhale, dropping both palms to the knees. Inhale, switch out the hands. Right fingertips grab left forearm. Pulling fingers towards the face, and then taking the same circles of the wrist. It is these active stretches that push our range of motion that give us the stability and the strength in poses to come. And then dropping both hands to the knees. And however is comfortable for you, making your way towards a tabletop position, rolling over knees. And then stacking shoulders over wrists, elbows over knees. And continuing to breathe here, reaching crown of the head forward. And then engaging the core here. And finding a place of stability, rooting down through palms of the hands. Maybe biasing more weight to the thumb and the first finger sides of the hands. Reaching crown of the head forward. And then as you inhale, engage the core, tuck the toes, and lift the knees just an inch or two off the ground. Hold here, reach crown of the head forward. Continue to breathe. Exhale, lower knees to the mat, untuck the toes. Inhale, peel chest forward. Exhale, round it in, cat pose. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, moving back towards a tabletop. Find this place of neutral curvature of the spine. Pressing tops of feet down into mat. Exhale deeply. Stay for the inhale, rooting down through fingertips, tenting fingertips just slightly. And then exhale, moving knees apart and starting to sit hips back towards heels, reaching fingertips out in front of you. And maybe shifting slightly side to side, stretching into the hips. And keeping elbows lifted off the ground, maybe using the connection of the palms to push hips back towards heels if knees are okay here. And then inhale, flip right palm over, face up, and move the right palm to far right corner of the mat. Then connect left palm to right. And as you find this connection of the palms, sit the hips back towards the heels. If this is uncomfortable on the knees, you can always stay up higher. And finding this stretch in the left side body here. Relaxing head, neck, shoulders. Inhale, unbind the palms. Find child's pose. Next, inhale, flip left palm, moving it to far left corner of the mat. Then connect right palm to left and find the same stretch other side. And let the exhale deepen the stretch. Inhale, unbind palms. Find child's pose once again. And then on your next inhale, shift forward, find tabletop, restacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And then finding this place of stability, moving more weight into left palm, right knee. And as you inhale, start to sweep right fingertips forward, palm faces in. Exhale, left foot sweeps back, flex the toes. And find the engagement of the core here. Keeping toes pointed towards the ground. Engage left glute to lift heel just a little higher. Exhale, crunch it in, elbow to knee, round the spine. Inhale, reach away from you. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. And this time, hold for the exhale, stay. And as you inhale, sweep both arm and leg to the side this time. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, sweep. Hold here, stay for the next exhale. And then slowly lower left foot to the ground. Both hands find the mat and walk the fingertips in towards you and up towards the hips. As you inhale, reach left fingertips towards the sky. As you exhale, start to bend over straight leg. And find the same peeling open of the chest here, keeping the hand as far up or down the leg as is comfortable. And then inhale to reach fingertips back up towards the sky. As you exhale, top fingertips find the ground, planting palm. And then on your inhale, maybe start to lift the straight leg, finding a modified side plank here. Maybe the foot stays on the ground and you inhale to reach fingertips up towards the sky. Or maybe both arm and leg lift. Find some engagement of the core. And then exhale, start to lower foot, walking hands back to hips. And then down towards the ground, refine tabletop position, however is comfortable for you. Inhale, peel chest forward. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, neutral spine. This time, left fingertips reach forward, right heel reaches away. Right toes point towards the ground and find a reach through the fingertips and out the heel of right foot. Exhale, crunch it in, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. And this time, stay for the exhale. And then inhale to sweep both arm and leg to the side. Fire up the glutes on the right side. Inhale, sweeps the arm, leg back to center. Exhale, moves arm and leg to the side. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, pull both arm and leg to the side. And then lower foot to the ground. And walk hands in towards the knee. And then up towards the hips. And reach through outer side of the foot. And then inhale, left arm reaches towards the sky. As you exhale, start to bend over straight leg. Peeling chest up and open, finding length in the left side body. And breathing into the space here, trying to maintain length on both sides of the torso. Inhale, reaches your fingertips back towards the ceiling or the sky. Exhale, left hand finds the ground. And then finding the same modification that you did on the other side, either staying here, reaching right fingertips towards the sky, or maybe starting to float right leg, firing up glutes on right side, engaging core. And then exhaling to lower foot back to the ground. Inhale brings you back up. And then exhale brings hands to the ground, find tabletop. Stay for the inhale. And then exhale, sit the hips back and down, child's pose. Inhale, shift forward, look between the hands, tuck the toes. And then bottom of the exhale, push the hips up and back. Finding your first downward facing dog. And here, take a couple breaths to find some movement, maybe walking out the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Maybe taking some small circles of the head, the neck, the shoulders. And then once you've found some movement, see if for a next couple breath or two, you can find some stillness, keeping some bend in the knees, reaching heels towards the ground, and prioritizing length in the spine here. And even in this place where you're exerting a little more effort, can you follow the breath? Deep inhales, and deep exhales. Bend the knees a lot, look between the hands, bottom of the exhale, step forward. Feet meet the hands. And then inhale, come up halfway, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, fold forward. Hands come to feet, maybe the mat, maybe shins. And wherever you are, shift more weight into the toes, the balls of the feet. Relax head, neck, shoulders. And keep as much bend in the knees here as need be. Wherever you are, bend knees a lot. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, brings hands to heart center, samastitihi. Moving feet, hips width distance apart. Take the same circles forward and back, counterclockwise, clockwise. And find the place where all the weight centers over the soles of the feet. Find some slight engagement of the quads. And visualize a string pulling you up. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Palms face forward. Maybe close the eyes. And finding this strength, stability from this standing position. Rooting down through the feet. Reaching through the crown of the head. Inhale, bend knees slightly, sweep arms overhead, palms face each other. Exhale, sit the hips back, come into chair pose. More weight in the heels of the feet, direct tailbone away from you. Breathe. Exhale, hands come through heart center, down to the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, step the feet back. High plank. Rooting down through palms of the hands here, dropping to knees if need be. Or staying with knees lifted, reaching tailbone towards heels, heels away from you. And then everyone lowering to knees, untucking toes, keeping the elbows tucked in towards the side, and lowering down as slowly as you can. Inhale, peels the chest up off the ground, little to no weight in the hands. Exhale, tuck the toes, plant the palms, push the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Maybe take some movement here again. Bringing biceps back, triceps forward, rooting down through thumb and first finger sides of the hands. And then inhaling to sweep left heel towards the sky, toes face the ground. As you exhale, start to crunch knee in towards chest, and then lightly step foot between the hands. Maybe moving foot forward a little bit. And then as you find some stability here, inhale, sweep arms towards the sky, high crescent. You can always drop back knee if you need a little bit more stability. If you're here, tracking left knee over second and third toes, engage back quad. Push the right heel away from you. And can you breathe into this pose, slight back bend? Exhale, hands come to heart center. And then start to tip the chest forward, finding a long line of energy out the crown of the head. Inhale, start to twist to the left. And then hooking right elbow on left knee. Dropping back knee if need be. Or staying here, using the connection of the palms to peel chest up and open towards the left. Inhale, sweeps the arms back towards center. Exhale, straighten left leg. And then maybe hopping back foot in just a little bit. Exhaling both hands to hips. And as you inhale, start to twist forward, reaching chest forward. And as you inhale, reach right fingertips away from you, finding the same length through the arm. And maybe you stay here. Or maybe right hand starts to reach down the leg, reaching for top of left foot. Maybe slightly outside, twisting chest to the left. Moving back foot in as far as is necessary for you. And wherever you are, rebending left knee, sweep arms towards the sky, high crescent, one more breath. Exhale, lower hands to the mat, step left foot back, downward facing dog. Stay for the inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale, reach right heel towards the sky. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. And then step right foot gently between the hands. Inhale, sweeps the arms up, high crescent, right side. Maybe dropping back knee. And then releasing shoulder blades away from the ears, wrapping triceps forward. Bringing hands to heart center. And then inhale, tip forward, find the same length here, engage back leg. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, start to twist to the right. Hooking left elbow, right knee. Maybe dropping back knee if need be. Breathe here. Peeling chest up and open towards the right. Inhale, sweeps the arms back towards center. Exhale, straighten right knee. And then hands find the hips here, scooching back foot in. And inhaling to tip chest forward. And then reaching left fingertips up and away from you. Staying here, exhaling, starting to bring left hand down towards right foot. And feeling the stretch in the back side of the right leg, pull right hip back. Maybe starting to peel chest up and open towards the right. And stepping left foot slightly back, inhale, sweep the arms up, high crescent. Exhale, fold forward, hands find the mat, step the foot back. Downward facing dog. Bend knees, look between the hands. Bottom of the exhale, step or gently float forward, top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, fold. Maybe shake the head yes. Maybe shake the head no. And then yes again, because it is Tuesday and the week is off to hopefully a good start. Bend knees, inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Samastitihi. Staying for the exhale. Deep breath in and out, feeling the rise and fall of the chest. And maybe the slight increase in the heartbeat. Bend knees, inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hands find the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold, bend knees, plant palms, step the feet back, high plank. And then lowering to knees here if need be, and lowering that way, or keeping knees lifted, shifting forward of the wrists. Exhale, keeping the elbows in towards side, lower down. Inhale, tuck toes, peel chest forward. Exhale, pull the hips up and back. Find downward facing dog. And keeping the knees as bent as you need to here to prioritize length in the spine. Reaching heels towards the ground. Inhale, sweep left heel towards the sky. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands. This time, pivot right heel to the ground. And find heel to heel or heel to arch alignment of the feet. And as you find your strength and your foundation, inhale, sweep the arms up and open. Find warrior two, left side. Reaching hands away from you, gazes over third finger of left hand. And tracking knee over second and third toes of the bent knee. And then as you inhale, shift forward, reach left fingertips. Exhale, release left elbow, left knee. And then reaching right fingertips over top. Side angle. Engage through heel of left foot, reach through outer edge of right foot. And maybe you stay here breathing deep inhales and exhales. Maybe you reach left fingertips up and away from you too, finding this engagement of the core. Even here, can you breathe? Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Stay for the exhale. And then inhale, flip left palm, reach fingertips up and overhead, reverse the warrior. Exhale, cartwheel hands to the ground, pivot back onto right toes, step left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweeps right heel towards the sky. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. Step the foot between the hands. Pivot left heel to the ground. Inhale, sweeps the arms up and open. Warrior two, right side. Finding some strength. Rooting down through the feet, reaching through crown of the head, out the fingertips. And then inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower right elbow, right knee. Reach left fingertips up and overhead. And then peeling chest up and open towards the sky or the ceiling. And if you did so on the other side, maybe you lift right arm two, rooting down through right heel. Engage the back leg. Inhale, reach arms back up, warrior two. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, flip right palm. Reach right fingertips up and overhead. Reverse the warrior. Exhale, cartwheel hands to the mat. Step the foot back. Downward facing dog. And then dropping knees to the mat, untucking toes, sitting hips back towards heels. Find child's pose. And then walking hands in towards the knees. If this is hard on the knees, you can come up. And from here, we're going to move into camel pose, which is a slight back bend. So shifting forward, coming up onto the knees, and finding knees about hips width distance apart. And then rooting down through tops of the feet, just like we do in tabletop. Broadening collarbones. And then having your hands find the back just above the glutes. As you inhale, peel chest up and open towards the sky. Maybe you stay here, pushing hips slightly forward, opening chest. Letting head drop back if that's comfortable for you. Or maybe you start to walk the hands down the legs. And hands find the heels. As you inhale here, push the hips forward. And find this heart opener, this back bend. To come out, engage the core. Pull hips back up, hands find the hips. Exhale, lower hands to the mat, push hips back towards heels. Inhale, shift forward, look between the hands, tuck the toes. And then push the hips up and back. Bend the knees, inhale, look between the hands, bottom of the exhale, step or float forward. Feet meet the hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Moving feet, hips width distance apart. As you inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms overhead, find chair pose. And then as slowly as you can, lowering down to the ground. Glutes find the ground. Soles of the feet plant firmly, arms reach out in front of you. And find some engagement of the core here. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you start to balance on your sit bones, playing with lifting one foot or the other. Maybe both. And then exhale, feet find the mat, legs stretch long. And maybe moving some flesh from the glutes out to the sides. Flexing toes towards the face. Reaching arms away. And as you inhale, start to shift forward, reaching long. Exhale, lower your hands down to wherever is comfortable for you, finding this forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Maybe reaching for bottoms of the feet. Wherever you are, peeling chest forward. And feeling the heartbeat start to slow. And then inhale, walking the hands back up the shins. Bending the knees, planting soles of the feet, scooching hips forward. Reaching arms out away from you. And then lowering as slowly as you can, one vertebrae at a time, down to the mat. And moving feet wide on the mat, letting knees drop into the center. And feeling the lower back connect with the mat here. Releasing any tension you were holding there. Maybe moving one hand to chest and one hand to belly. Feeling the rise and fall of the chest or the abdomen. And the constant cycle of breath. And then releasing hands down to the sides. This time, soles of the feet find each other, knees go wide. And maybe switching out the hands. Other hand finds the belly, other hand finds the chest. And then using the hands on the outsides of the legs to pull the knees back together. Inhaling to hug knees in towards the chest, squeezing tightly, pulling knees to outer sides of the rib cage. Maybe rocking from side to side, forward to back. And then squeezing everything in together. Forehead comes in towards the knees. Can you make yourself as small as possible? And then releasing head down to the mat, bending knees, reaching soles of the feet towards the ceiling, the sky. Reaching for outer edges of the feet, pulling knees in towards outer sides of the rib cage. And finding happy baby here. And taking a last moment to play, to rock side to side, to straighten one knee, then the other, maybe both. And if there's any last poses or postures that you need to take, feel free to do so now. If not, start to make your way towards Shavasana, reaching legs out long on the mat, letting feet splay open to the sides. Maybe moving shoulder blades slightly underneath you. And then reaching hands out away from you, taking as much space in the mat as you need. Maybe if you need a little energy from the world today, you place palms face up, letting energy, life soak in through the palms and spread through the rest of the body. Maybe you have a little energy left to give today and you place palms face down, sending energy back into the world that sustains us. Closing the eyes if you haven't done so already. We'll be here for several moments before I bring you out. Maybe starting to bring a little movement back into fingers, wiggling toes. And then whenever you're ready, rolling to your favorite side, resting head on a bicep, curling knees in towards the chest. And taking a breath here to be in this position of rebirth. And then using the top hand to push yourself back up towards an easy seated position. Maybe crossing legs the other way. Resting palms face up or face down on the knees. Albert Einstein once said, "Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving." Inhale, bring hands into heart center, bow head slightly. The light, the love, and the teacher in me respects, admires, and cherishes the light, the love, and the teacher in all of you. Namaste. Thanks everyone so much. Happy Tuesday morning. Have a great rest of your day. If I don't see you, drink lots of water, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.